Hello,
Hello.
hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. You are here with myself, Jessica Milagros, your host, and I am here with BREYDON White, who is today's guest co-host. We are waiting for Busy Blue, who will be here in a little bit. But thank you, everybody, for hopping on. It's so last minute. Girl, 2022 is the same as 2021. For me, there is no difference. I am still late. I am still all over the place. There has been no difference.
Listen, I mean, it's only like the first week, you know? So, I mean, we got
It's
leeway.
only the first.
Everyone's busy, you
There's always
know?
time to change. Hello, everybody. Hello,
Exactly.
Jamie. Hey, Daniel. Like everybody who's coming in, say
Hello.
hi. For those of you all, if it's your first time here, Girl, let's agree to disagree. Make sure you click like and subscribe. Click to receive the notifications. Click the likes. The likes helps us with the algorithm. It also just it
Always.
helps us all. It just helps. It just helps. And we will be doing Drag Race every week. We still didn't know what we were going to do actually, so I'm not going to BS. We still have no idea. But we yesterday BREYDON and Busy and we had a cute little watch party for those of
Very
you
cute.
all. It was cute. I liked it.
Besides our little, our trolls,
We
but...
had a couple trolls, but that's okay because that means we's important.
Oh,
We
honestly,
special.
haters are
Um,
our motivators.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So for everybody who is on, I think we're also going to do another live watch party next week on Busy. We'll have that information when he gets here. So before we start everything, want to say, hey, 2022's gonna be popping. Not only are
Period.
we
So much
doing
content ready.
yeah, so much content. We're so excited. Not only have we committed to RuPaul's Drag Race, which is going to be so much fun doing it with
Tons.
all these beautiful people, BREYDON and Busy, and it's Busy's kind of first time.
But yeah, I'll say this is first. You know,
Yes.
he says that he's like seen it, but I don't think he's really been like in it, you know, like this before. So I think it'll be fun to like get his like first reaction to things.
I'm excited too, and we all want to chat with y'all to see how did you like it? Who watched? Did you like it? Who is your favorite queen right
First
now? Let us know.
impressions.
Yes, let us know in the comments right now if you watched who your favorite queen was. BREYDON, who was your favorite queen?
I, you know, have been and will always be a Carrie Colby stan, you know. She really just has a special place in my heart. She really is like the doll, you know, like when I think of like
Yes,
doll
and you love
supremacy.
duels. You
I
love
really
duels,
do. You know
honey.
I do.
You
So when
do.
I see Carrie, that's really what I see. And of course, Cornbread. The LA girls are really bringing it this season, and I love to see it.
Absolutely. I when there was a special part in my heart where Carrie and Cornbread they do seem to be the favorites because I agree with you.
Hmm.
I love me some Cornbread for completely different reasons. Carrie's like absolutely stunning. I could look at her just like I could just sit there and
Perfect.
stare at her. And but
Very that.
the thing is that she also has so much charisma. Like
Yes. So much personality,
look,
which
she's not just looks. You can tell
very
she's
that.
gonna, and those queens go so very far.
Hmm.
Which so I'm really excited to see how far she can go. Probably, I mean, I truly believe she could take the whole thing.
I would like to see it.
And Cornbread, she's something, but I love her. And I love that they're good Judies, and I love that because they look like they would be best
Hmm.
friends.
Right. Very that.
Yes, it's like, oh my God, I love both of you. And what? You love each other? This is amazing.
Honestly, the creme de la creme. You know, I'm like, this is what I need because there's nothing worse than when your faves hate each other, and then you're like on opposite sides. You're like, I don't know who to support in this moment.
Yes, Gerald. Yarel says, Carrie Colby and my Puerto Rican beauty, Alyssa. We do
Alyssa
love ourselves some
Hunter.
Alyssa. We talked a little bit about it on
Yes.
Busy's channel yesterday. We'll go over it a little bit more today. Busy's in the house. Hold on.
Okay, busy blue.
Hey!
Ew.
I had to cuss out the people at the seafood restaurant. That's none of y'all business. But the girl said my food was gonna be ready, and guess what? It wasn't. You know who spoke it into existence?
Oh,
You know who spoke it into existence? Because I was talking to somebody on the phone while I was sitting in the car. And you know who spoke it into existence?
I don't know who you're talking about.
BREYDON?
I
Yes.
never heard that man before. Shout out to that man. If I saw that man on the street,
No.
I do not know who that man is. Sorry to that man.
Sorry to that man. All right, so have y'all talked about how great cornbread is?
We were just chatting about it.
Yeah, we were just chatting. We were just letting people come in, talking to them about the amazing season that we're going to have. The fact that we did the watch party with you yesterday, that we were going to do a second watch party for the second part of the premiere.
It was our watch
party.
Well,
yes, and that we talked. So it's very interesting because we're still working this out for those who are coming on to watch us recap. You might hear a little bit if you were on yesterday. We probably will talk a little bit about the same thing. We're going to make it pretty quick, but at the same time, maybe something popped up. Maybe something didn't, who knows? But more than likely, we will be doing these probably the Saturday after, Drag Race to let everybody just catch up, to let them watch and to let them digest and whatnot.
Collect all their thoughts.
Yes. And then, of course, as you all know, before we start anything, RuPaul, we also are planning to recap Survivor Australia, which is on January 31st. We're doing Celebrity Big Brother, which is on February 2nd. So those two,
we're gonna be busy, Jess.
Drag Race, we're gonna get busy like Busy Blue.
We're gonna have zero time to do anything. I was talking to Jess the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god, well, there's Celebrity Big Brother comes on so many days," and she's like, "Yeah, but we only do Wednesdays," and I was like, "Oh, so her calendar is already set."
It's locked. Yeah. She said, "No, baby girl, we ain't doing the Tuesday, the Monday, the Friday, the Saturday. No, we're doing Wednesday." Don't get it twisted.
We've always done Wednesdays. I mean, we could change. We're very inconsistent up in here.
She had it set. No, she had it set. She was like, "Oh, but it's Wednesdays."
Like I told everybody, 2022, we didn't start our resolutions really, so it's not like I gotta be on time.
Yeah. Who is we?
I did it.
Girl, weren't you late?
I never said I was gonna be on time in 2022.
He never said the resolution was.
Well, it should have been.
No. I don't look one change at a time. My resolution this year was to call people back, and I have been able to do that regularly.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Setting realistic goals. I love to see.
Yeah, but being on time, no.
Yeah. Okay. So we're here to recap the whole shebang. First of all, we were talking about who is your favorite. Busy. Who's your favorite queen right now? Because BREYDON said
Carrie
is. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's it.
Carrie.
Give her the damn crown.
I know, but I'm living. I'm like when I say my entire life, I'm living for cornbread. Cornbread with a K, and don't you forget it. I'm living. Everything that I need is in cornbread.
We have to remember that this is only the first 7. So, I mean, who knows with the next 7 if your faves may switch,
I hate to be that girl, but I ain't see no black people in the promo for the next group. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think it was
because we don't have
This
is my first season, so I don't want to be that girl.
I think it might have been very front-loaded heavy, but listen. It's fine. It's fine. We don't got to worry about it.
No. We don't have we didn't.
Oh, Angeria.
We didn't have Angie. We didn't have Miss Angie. Not Miss Vanjie. Miss Angie. Miss Angeria. Yes. Jamie said it, and I agree with him. And I said this last time. I don't like split premieres.
Yeah, you say you don't like those.
As we saw, Orion got the boot, got the axe, was sent home. And it looked like it was a real send home because it wasn't like, okay, sit in the back and, because last season they were just chilling and we didn't know when the hell they were going to come back.
Yeah.
I need to ask this question.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to be insensitive. I want to know, y'all in the chat, if y'all just watched the episode or whatever, let us know. Did the cat pass away? or was Orion moving? If you watch Untucked, did the cat pass and the move was happening and this was happening at the same time, or was it the move was happening? I also have a cat, and I got selected for the show because I was confused about. Oh no, like the cat passed at the same time that the moving was happening, and you had to be in the show, or was it I have a cat and I was moving and I have to be in the show?
She just threw the cat in there.
I was like, I don't think the cat died. I think the cat was sick.
The cat was
sick. It was under the weather.
I think she had to take the cat.
And it didn't have Obamacare, so it was expensive. So she had to be working to take.
Yes, we're talking about, for those who don't know what happened, we're talking about Untucked, because we also watched Untucked after Drag Race. Yes, and we agree, Jamie. Michigan drag is not I mean,
so no one's won from Michigan before. Like, if
she's the only person who's ever been from Michigan.
Wait,
really?
Where is Trixie from?
Trixie is from Minneapolis, I believe. I think.
Minnesota.
You
better know the states.
I don't know why.
We need to know better, because I can't. Outside of y'all provinces,
I don't know why. I really thought she was also from, or like did drag in Michigan. I don't know why.
Because it starts with the M.
Yeah, I think I got them confused.
For those of y'all, hello Daniel.
Hey,
if anyone
Daniel.
knows spoilers, please do not put them in the chat, bestie. Please.
Oh,
Thank you. We are not a spoiler account, and if we were, we would
she's from
definitely
Wisconsin.
do an after.
That's where she's from.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Okay. Wisconsin's
Trixie.
right under Minneapolis. So yes, she is Midwestern.
Gotcha.
So I guess that we understand.
Mhm.
Joseph says there has to be a twist. I don't think Orion actually went home. Something has to be up.
Wait,
this
so
third
y'all don't
season
think
they
that
have done
she did?
split premieres.
I would agree with Joseph Boza.
Yeah.
Joseph,
the thing is,
for real.
here's the thing. This is why I don't like premieres, and we talked about it yesterday. I don't like split premieres because I feel like it's unfair that one girl would go home and there's another girl on the other side that's worse than that girl, and she happens to go worse.
You think somebody can be worse than Orion?
It's possible. Like, there could be like 3 flops in the next premiere, but because they were in the first one, Orion
really
got pushed to the bottom. You know?
Yeah.
Really bad, I guess.
And Milwaukee has some great, like, first of all, I know a lot of people talking about Milwaukee and Wisconsin in general having queens. Like, they have really good queens. They have
Jada and Trixie, 2 winners, baby.
That's all you need. That's really all you need.
Period.
I go to Milwaukee. If I knew that both of them girls were just like kikiing up there, I'd be like, let's drive. I'm going.
Right.
I'm really gonna stock. Huh?
How many have been from Houston? I went to a drag show in Houston. And the girls were
so many.
Serving.
Yeah,
they were serving.
So, there are a lot of Southern queens. A lot of them from the South and in Houston, like in Atlanta. A lot of them are pageant queens. Yeah. So they're very pageantry, like very. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And
so
did you say who your number one was? Because my cornbread, his is Carrie,
and mine is a mix of both.
they don't
I want both of them. Yeah, I mean. As of right now, I would say, like, I like a lot of them, to be quite honest.
Same.
And we went through the the list, but my tier, I would say Carrie, then Cornbread, then Bosco.
You like Bosco?
I do also like Bosco.
I do. There's something about her, and it's like. It's subtle, but it's there, and it's like
it's star quality. You see it.
It's very perfected. It gives me actually it gives me very Naomi. Like it
really
in a way. Like
I get very Sasha Velour. Very like abstract.
Like a little I know. Bussy's like, who are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm looking at my list. I'm like, oh
yes, so write it down. Jamie says
what
Kennedy
about June?
No, June.
Yes,
June is at the. No, June was at the bottom.
June is stunning. I will say that
she is. She's beautiful.
A mug that is.
But I mean, I tend to agree with RuPaul's decisions when she puts those final, like those bottom 2. and I mean everybody knew. You could tell
Yeah.
that June, I mean, I didn't think June was gonna go home, but you know, there could have always been a possibility if she sucked in her lip sync, which
that part
could have happened.
She murdered, but no, June was that girl.
What girl?
I thought she. I mean, she was at the end yesterday. No, I thought that. So I was ranking June high, even though June didn't. Like, to me yesterday, June served to me. Like, to me, my numbers. I'm not gonna tell you what my numbers are.
No, tell me your number. I want to know. Rate your girls. Rate your girls.
For June's talent, I gave her an 8. And then when it came to what is it called, to find a walk or costume, I gave her number 3.
Wait, you gave her a number 3. Is a number 3 bad?
No,
like 3 out of 10 or the top 3.
The top 3.
Oh, okay. Because I got so confused. I'm like, wait, you gave her a
number
3.
1 was Cornbread, number 2 was Carrie, and then my number 3 was June.
Wait, you said that June looked better in her runway than Bosco?
Yeah, so Bosco's number 4.
Choices.
And Alyssa? Because Alyssa's was cute. That My Fair Lady.
Alyssa was the number. She was the number 6.
Huh.
Yeah, well, Alyssa was number 6.
And don't get mad at me because I know how you girls like to tussle.
But this is why I love this. And y'all, please let Busy know. Do you agree or disagree? This is why I love this show. It's because we looking at you crazy, but it's okay because it's called Girl Let's Agree to Disagree.
People have done. I have been called worse.
I agree with Sumai over here who says Bosco has Sasha Velour like a quiet storm.
Okay.
You know, in the beginning, people are like overlooking Sasha. They're like, yeah, she's like cool, she's kooky. I feel like that's like the same with Bosco, and I think she's really gonna, turn it up.
Shut up, Jamie.
Bless your heart, Busy.
Busy getting all the shade. He's like,
shut up, Jamie.
There's something to say about people's first time watching drag. It's fresh eyes, but it's also like, okay, so you all know that I model, and when I first modeled, when I first started modeling, very, very different now because you can see there's differences. Like, okay, for example, I'm Puerto Rican, right? I'm a hairy bitch. So I had hair in my arms. I had sideburns that were just like a little bit more here, like things that were culturally to me, something that I've seen my whole life. No biggie. When I met my agent, she's like, no, boo, that's not going to work. That needs to, like, you look like a pretty, she's like, you look like a pretty hood girl. Like, because I look like a girl from, like, I just look very neighborhood. Like,
yeah, but
I look
Frida
like
Kahlo
a Latina from the hood.
Hair. Frida Kahlo, she had like really defined like sideburns in the hair.
Culturally that's a thing, but that's not in the model world, at least not back when I started. So there's like this, and what I'm saying is like there's an evolution, and I feel like that's with drag too. Like you said, you didn't notice the rip in her tights. Girl,
I did not.
If we would have seen like a rip in a tight, or if we would have seen a bad tuck, that would have been like, girl, don't even. Why are you even in Drag Olympics right now if you can't even talk? I mean, I don't know how to talk because I don't have anything to talk except my double chin.
We said that we would do it live on air. So you want me to go first?
You want to tuck live?
We'll do a live tucking. We'll do the live tuck
in here.
We'll do the live tuck instead of the live.
Not the viewership dropping.
Oh my God! It went down to 2. No.
Okay. No. So, did y'all have numbers for your like talents and stuff? Like all of the talents were high. I still feel some type of way about Willow, but everybody got 8s except for Carrie, who I gave a 6. Orion, I gave a 7. Cornbread, I gave an 8. Oh no, I gave her 8, and then Willow, I gave her 6.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. You gave Orion a higher score than Carrie's, based off like entertainment or based off of skill?
I only wrote the numbers down, but
not the reasoning behind the numbers. He's like, there's just a
yeah,
number here. I don't know
yeah.
why.
I'm
It
just
was
saying.
going so fast. What was
I'm just saying.
Orion's thing?
Ryan fully omitted that she was like, "Listen, I didn't have a talent, and I just thought it would talk out of my ass the whole time."
She was the one who did the comic.
The
She was
comedy
the cigarette.
sketch.
Yeah, you know what? I blame Tater Babe because the whole time I was like, "This is whack," and Tater Babe was like, "I get it, I understand it. This is amazing." I can't. So I was like, "Well, I guess maybe other people are gonna get it." You know, he's been gay longer than me, so I was like, "Well, then maybe I'll just write a higher score." I didn't.
It's the comments for me. It's the comments for me.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And what was Carrie's talent?
She did the Nicki Minaj lip sync with the skip rope.
Oh, the jump rope.
Yes, that was everything.
It was too. It started too slow for me.
Okay, listen, that's your opinion. Everybody got an opinion.
I mean, those were the critic. That was the critique.
Yeah, she started a little too slow. At first, I was like, okay, I can rap along to this song too. But then she started jumping. I was like, okay, here's the talent. But it started too slow for me. It was a little too slow for me.
Yeah. Smells definitely agreeing with you. She said it was whack. I didn't think it was whack per se.
It was what it was.
Listen, I'm a stan. My stan card is in full effect. So
yes, I mean, I ain't going full blown.
Carrie could have just stood there.
Like
Carrie could have just stood there, and I would have ate it up.
That's unfair.
And listen, I know my flaw, but
you're honest about it.
You know, sometimes I mean, I agree. Like,
I agree with Daniel. He said Cornbread came in at an all-star level already. That is very
love Cornbread.
I think so. You know, with her own little rap, I feel like that's very something you'd see at an all-star talent show. You know.
So could you hear the rap the whole way through? Did you understand the words the whole way through?
I understood it.
That was a critique yesterday.
You know, she was calling out some queens, some past queens. I heard her talking about Shangela. I heard.
I understood it, but I know that is like you have to think like they're very, like they were saying, like it is top 7 technically, so they have to be very nitpicky, you know. So they have to be like, I mean, I couldn't understand maybe every word that you said. Like that's a critique I could give, you know.
Okay. I mean, she's a part of the masses, I guess, and you have to.
Okay, so I have a question just to kind of throw this out, and for those who are watching, you can chime along to this as well. If you had to do a talent, what would y'all do?
Ooh, I would sing.
You would sing?
Yeah, I'm a vocalist. me. I would sing though. Yeah, I would sing. Okay.
How about
what you do? What I would do? I mean,
I would love to know.
Oh. Wow. I mean, it depends on, do I want to be safe? Do I want to try something risque? I feel like for the first episode, you just want to do something safe.
No, if you're going to go risque, what would you do? Like, if you were going to really give it to the girls, what would you do?
I mean, if I was going to give it to the girls, I'd probably just do something wild and like kooky. Like, I have this weird talent, which I always tell everyone, that I can do weird things with my toes. Like I can like peel a banana. I can I can do weird things.
Wait,
So
get up, somebody get a banana.
So I would like maybe something like that. But to be safe, I would probably just like I do what Cornbread did, just like do like a song, pull Naomi Smalls, a little
original. So you can rap and create your own music.
Yeah, why not? You don't believe in the lyricist?
No, I believe in you. I was asking.
Did you not hear the BB9 rap, Busy?
You know I did it.
Fake friend. Wait, what would you do, Josh?
I'm the real friend. I don't know nothing about no BBK9.
Everybody say hi to Kemi. Kemi's in the chat.
Hey,
I don't know why she said I'm preparing to be shady, because I'm not that bitch. I'm not gonna be a shady bitch. I'm not a shady bitch.
Kemi, I see you. We see each other. We with it. I see it. What would you do, Jess? If you was gonna like really go for the goal, if you was gonna beat the banana peeling with the feet, what would you?
I would quit. I would quit because it's like I can't do anything like that except like weird things with my eyes. Like
you pull Mayhem Miller.
But I think I would just dance and I
So
don't
I'm saying,
know.
like, you just
I
do
would throw
cute
some
little
J-Lo
lip
shit.
sync.
I'd be like, let's get loud. Let's get loud.
I wanna dance. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I would do.
I can't. Wall jumping.
Somebody said wall jumping. Jordan,
Wait,
you know,
how do you
what's
wall?
jumping?
How do you wall jump?
Do you just like? I'm not even
Wait,
gonna try
girl.
it.
Oh, she said if she knew how. See, I was like, wait, this girl.
Oh, I was about to say
I was like, oh no.
Breathe
But
some
you know
fire.
what? I would do. Wait, now that I'm thinking about the eat swords thing, I would probably do burlesque. I would probably do like a little, little Bosco thing. I
I
got the
think you could do that.
to
Yeah.
like really to really like boom.
And Bosco didn't have no booty.
With the tassels.
I would love to see it. Some ostrich feathers.
I would love to see that as well. Yeah. So, okay, what did Crystal Method do?
What did Crystal
because
Method
Jamie
do?
B is saying that they'll do something like Crystal Method.
Only thing I can think of is they on their episode, on their premiere. Remember they did raps in front of Nicki Minaj.
Oh my gosh, she was so good.
Period.
I mean, she's still so good. Yeah. See, I think this is a Puerto Rican thing. You said I'll dance salsa or sing. It's just like that's exactly what I would be doing. The same thing. I mean, and if I could do this is actually talent.
On.
This is talent, Jamie.
That is so you're gifted. You know what? And I believe Jamie can do it too.
This is up there with Willow Pill. Like if you took like the roll of blood and you rolled the blood and threw it in the bathtub. Along with the spaghetti
to understand that.
Not the spaghetti.
Like, can you talk to them about like understanding the concept? Because I was like, what are we watching?
Yes, but that's the whole
it's also just like she's like a very like she was saying like she was hoping that people would understand her. I think she's like a very like conceptual, like art driven queen, and like sometimes when you start a piece of art, people are like, I ain't seeing what you're seeing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's very subjective. So I think that the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Like it's very that.
Yeah, but I think like with drag, there's just so much crazy kookiness. I think that like when you can do something like that, and there's it's a fine line when you can do it and it be like the difference between what the fuck. And like
which is what I thought.
What the fuck? There's two
that.
differences.
Exactly.
Like, so it's when people are like, what the fuck? I'm embarrassed. Like this is bad.
Yeah, the secondhand cringe where you're
the
like
secondhand cringe is like that.
I didn't have that. I felt like it was a joke that I was missing. I was like, so what? What are we doing?
Well, it was like titled like it's called like what's it called like
it was called
quarantine self-care.
Yeah,
quarantine self-care.
It was,
but it was a toaster in the tub with you. Like I didn't get it.
She's unaliving herself, busy because she's tired of it. She's tired of this panoramic.
Yes, the idea is that's the beauty that made it art, right? Because it was like you're watching it, and it really is whatever you think it is. I mean, obviously she had an idea. It said quarantine self-care, but the beauty of it was right, like. You're talking about your wine. You're gonna get your bubble bath. This is self-care, in my opinion. This is self-care. Eating some spaghetti, like pasta carbs. Okay. That's comforting. Now you got this bread, and then you see a toaster. It's still plugged in. You throw it in, and you like basically want to die because it's in quarantine. Like self-care, like it's almost kind of. She said
it didn't hit for me. It was a no for me. A little. It didn't hit for me, but it was interesting to hear Rue say that like that was how Rue started. It was like that was the type of talent or drag that Rue was, and I was like, girl, what is it? It was a no for me.
Well, I mean, I think it's because like in general, like drag is very much like supposed to be, mocking and like making fun of like society as a whole. So I think like that's why Rue's like, oh, like it's so like outlandish, it's so out there. But that's very much like the drag that I started doing, Versus like now drag is very polished, it's very mainstream-esque,
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think like she says that's kind of where where drag used to be, you know, it was a lot more, you know, artistic in like that type of artistic expressive. And sometimes it was weird, but you kind of get it. You don't have to get it fully, but like sometimes you make it, like they said, you know, everybody understands it differently. But I think it was the execution of it that was
I mean,
was
the girls
stellar.
liked it. I was like, I mean, I guess a commercial break.
And absolutely, and I agree with Joseph. Like, she shocked the queens because she, like, each and every queen was thinking the same thing that I was probably thinking when I first saw her. Was like, "Oh, this girl's a flop," and I said it, and I put it on Twitter, and I had to take it back and eat my words because
this is the girl with the flip flops or the
wedges. She was the one with the wedges. She was the one with the wedges who was kind of looking very
the angle t-shirt.
Going
to the mall.
The Paris Hilton, Mean Queen, like not Mean Queen, Mean Girls kind of. Yeah, very clueless type of look. Yeah. Very iconic, yes, you know, millennial look.
Jamie B said she's gonna kill it.
But I think
she killed herself. So
I think that look, aside from her saying that she hasn't been in drag in a year or since quarantine, you know, was kind of like, oh, this girl is out of her element. This girl looked out of her element.
Oh, it was the shock factor.
It was the shock. It was like all of it. And then, but when she did that, it quickly came to be, it's like, oh, she's gonna be one of those blossoming flowers. You know, it's good. She gives me the dark horse. Yes, the dark horse, very Evie, oddly, in a way. Not as weird, obviously, but yeah, like we're gonna see her develop, and I love very Alaska-ish, maybe even.
I can Alaska.
Alaska.
No, I do know Alaska. My ex liked Alaska. Okay, I only got 2 more minutes, but did Ali, but y'all can keep going. Did you feel like the decision was correct?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't do too much though. That was that. I mean, Alyssa and now watching Untucked, which I cried half the time. I didn't know that they get a chance to, like, okay, you got like at least 5 minutes to sit in the mirror and get those lyrics together. I didn't know that. I thought you know it or you don't.
I mean,
I thought it was more
either you know it or you don't.
Yeah, I thought I truly I truly thought it was instant. I thought they say here at the bottom 2, boom, let's perform. I had no idea you go backstage, you get a second.
Yeah, like I know that like when like they get the call to be on the show, they get like a list of like themes for outfits, and they also get a list of songs that they need to know. So potentially all of them should have known the song.
Well, some of them didn't need to. Cornbread was like, y'all turn. I know this song.
But also sometimes what they do is on like past seasons, they've been like, there's a top 2 queens instead of a bottom 2.
Oh my God. So I was watching the best of, because I'm really trying my best. And I did see that there are top 2, but only one could be at the top. And you get like an extra.
And that's
you
All-Stars.
You want to make sure you know the song, you know?
All-Stars format. The queens are actually, it's the top 2 queens that go head to head to be top queen. And then that top queen actually eliminates the bottom.
One of the bottom queens.
One of the bottom queens. Yeah. So it's even better in my
oh my God,
opinion.
what season should I watch?
All-Stars, all of All-Stars. Except one, because you're one. I don't know what you were doing watching one. Busy. We said watch All-Stars 2 or 3 is the best one, and he comes and watches All-Stars.
I watched number 1.
No,
and I watched them so like randomly and scattered. Like it wasn't like I sat down and watched. I watched. It was like, okay, episode, you tired? Okay, man, let's go to bed. Like it was like that. So now I'm gonna watch 2 and 3.
And sometimes what's amazing is that they still don't know the words. You're right. There have been queens that have completely flopped. What
was the girl who had her mouth covered and it's like, this is a lip sync? If you're gonna lip sync, we need to see your lips.
Our queen Valentina.
I love Valentina. Her though. And Valentina slays. And I mean, she was on Rent. It was, I mean, I love.
Well, she didn't
I
pay
love
rent
her.
that day
She's
because
gorgeous. Huh?
she didn't pay rent that day. All right, I gotta go. I love y'all so
Yes.
much.
Thanks for
We
joining us,
love you, Busy. We will see you next week. And please let everybody know, are you going to be giving a link out? We're going to do the watch party again for next week?
Yes, but I'm going to tell y'all how to do it. Stay tuned to what Jessica says. But yes, we are going to do a watch party. I lowered my tier. So if you want to join my membership, it's only $1 to join now. And you get the chance to watch it. It's going to be a closed session this time. And then you can come in, join, talk to us. Well, not really talk to us, but watch the show and give great commentary. These two are experts, and everything they were saying was blowing my mind.
Oh my God.
So it would be great to watch the show with them. It was amazing to watch the show with them. So, and then you'll see me as a freshman crying and having to lead a room. But it was overall, it was really, really, really great. So we will have a watch party, and then we'll try to talk about whether or not we'll do a review. Because remember, I'll be in the cabins with my babe.
Yes. We'll be and we'll also have some guest co-hosting.
That's exciting.
We are getting into some of our favorites. Watch RuPaul. We have Miss Hannah Tata from Baby 23. We have Miss Angela Rockstar from BB 20. They're all big RuPaul Drag Race fans. I have a couple of, I don't know, I'm hoping
she's gonna shock us. Don't tell me or don't tell Brayden. Do Brayden like you did me. Yeah, do Brayden like you did me. Because sometimes people will show up and I was like, oh my God. So don't tell Brayden.
Sorry, what? Now you're trying to I'm getting blindsided right now on live television.
I'm hoping. Y'all share this with people. Let them know that we're doing this every week on Saturdays. You might get surprised. You might even see a drag queen come in at some point.
No, back up, Brayden. You know what we talking about. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you later. I love y'all.
Bye.
Yes. No, I can. I have some pull. I think I could.
Oh.
I just need to get my
top 2 All-Stars of the week.
I just need to get my ish together and actually call some of these people and schedule it. So y'all don't get mad at me, please. If you like this, I will try my very, very best to to get some people in here to talk to Brayden and myself and Busy. We'll have a really good Kiki and just talk and I'm excited. I'm excited for this for this season. So next week we're going to see another 7 girls.
Yes.
Is there anybody from those 7 that you're excited to see?
Wait, I'm like, who is in that 7? I need to see.
Yeah, I know, right? So some of the we didn't even talk about how fabulous Lizzo looked.
Period. She ate.
Can we talk about this for a second? Because I've seen her. I've seen her perform live, and she was stunning then. But I looked at her, and I don't know. I know she's been on her fitness. She's kind of been on this kick of just working out and things of that nature. I just feel like she was just glowing. It was not even because I'm and her legs they're thick, but they're fit. You could tell she was just working.
Period.
She was working out.
Yes. Okay, wait. I'm looking forward to seeing Georgia's. Looks like she will be stunning.
Yes, you and your look.
I really do.
Flames.
I really do like the dolls.
Yes, you do.
I think Angeria will be very funny. I have very high hopes she will be a comedic gold. And maybe even I feel like Jasmine will be cool as well. I'm really interested to see how Lady Camden will do.
I could see. Yes, I agree. I agree with that, and I want to see I know that we've discussed that Angeria. She just kind of reminded us a little bit of
Jada.
Of what?
Of Jada.
Well,
what were you gonna say?
Yeah, but she kind of is a mix of queens. I feel.
Oh yeah, fully.
and I'm gonna need to think about this, because when I look at her, I don't just see. I see a little bit of Jada, but I also see a little bit of a few different queens.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to. One of those things where it's in your head, and you're just like,
Jamie said that she reminds him of Chi-Chi.
Really? No,
maybe it's just the personality, you know? The very Southern slang, you know, Bayou Princess.
I could see that. I mean, we're really excited for next week. I mean, it's going to be kind of, I would assume, the same format. Like, they're going to be doing talent. They're going to be doing talent as well. Maybe a different mini challenge.
Probably. Maybe they want to do a photo shoot. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. They probably would. I would assume.
Maybe. And what do we think? I mean, and for those who are still watching, what do we think about this candy bar business?
Oh, I think I agree with what you were saying. Like, it's gonna be very Willy Wonka-esque.
Yes, they're basically gonna pick a chocolate bar, and if they pick the right one,
their golden ticket.
Do you think it'll save them from a week, or save them from a bad review? Or
yeah, I definitely think it'll be like a saving thing.
I would want to know if it's like save you for a week, like you can't get eliminated for a week, or is it like your ticket of like whenever you're in the bottom two, you can like get yourself out, because those are two very different things.
It's very Survivor when you what's it called?
Yeah, it's like an idol. Like you have the idol in your back pocket, and when you feel like you're gonna get eliminated, you just pull that baby out, and you're like,
what was that thing they did this season where it's like, if you give up your vote, you can do your last shot in the dark or whatever?
Oh yes, that was this season. Very shot in the dark.
It's like, right, girl.
Yeah, I think it is kind of like a golden ticket. And then next week we have Miss Alicia Keys, which we've already talked to Busy. For some reason he doesn't like her.
Yeah, he's not a stan. He's not a
stan, and that's fine. Because it seems like Brayden and I are always kind of on the same page, and
we get the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. You know.
Don't worry, y'all. We're gonna get busy. We're gonna get busy on the right track here. This is his first year. He's in baby. You know, like he's kind of like taking baby steps. You know,
it's very interesting though to see like what like he finds to be like really like wowing, or like, you know, really what is like very like top tier for him, being someone who's like new to the show, you know? Because for us, I feel like, I don't know if we just have such high expectations of things, and I'm like, girl, that's already been done, or like, you know, you should be doing a lot more. But for Busy, he's like, no, that was so good. You know, it's very pure, very
But this is why I'm saying, like, it's like I don't know, kind of you know, experiencing like Miss Vanjie that very first time, and she has like a big ass, you know, dress with baby dolls on it, and you're just like, what the hell is this? But if it's your first time watching drag, you're like, oh my god, she's amazing. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. And then you see her elevated drag, which I mean, like, when I saw her in Vegas, I was just like, this
drawn.
She has just really taken my breath away. Like, wow, she has upgraded several times, and I'm just like, this woman is fabulous. You know, it's a difference between that and that, and I think that right now he's just looking at this and he's like, this is great, but it's like, no, you
just wait, babe.
You know, you went from like, I don't know, like sushi, like it was like you went from eating sushi, like shrimp, like cooked shrimp, to, you know, to like, I don't know, some like yellowtail, or, you know, whatever,
some ahi tuna.
Or some ahi tuna. You know, you went from eating a piece of cooked salmon, to like a tuna tartare, or like,
it's very like going from, you know, packaged KD to a chef gnocchi, you know.
This is a good question.
Who's yours?
Jamie asked, who's your favorite? Okay, so there's so many. I really wanted to, there are really so many, but for different reasons. And I'm gonna say, but my overall and the one that I thought should, this might be a hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take, but who is my winner, who is my all-star winner, is Ben de la Creme. Like, to me, she is just, and she's like an older, she's an older queen. Well, I say it like she should have won because I mean,
I think she would have stayed.
People complain that Shangela should have got it over Trixie, but at the same time, it's like I thought Ben de la Creme like just moved over so y'all bitches could fight about it. That's what happened. Because had Ben de la Creme still been there, none of y'all it wouldn't have been between Shangela and Trixie. It would have been Ben de la Creme, and that's it. Because she was the one who was dominating absolutely everything. And I love myself a queen that can pull out the look, that can do the comedy, that can, that she can make me laugh, but she can still look great. Obviously she's not a doll, but I have like those type of favorites too. So if I'm just going to be like looking at someone,
That's fair.
How about you?
I mean, I have like a top, 3 in my mind. Because I really do love, I love Monet, I love Shay. I think Bob is so funny. But I mean, my heart is hilarious. But where my heart really does lie, and I really am Naomi Smalls.
Yes, Naomi, and Naomi is one of my favorites. And actually, I saw her. I told you I saw her in Vegas, and she didn't need to do anything. All she had to do was walk 5 steps and stay there and pose, just like, and that's it. And it was like that's all with her and her legs. That's all. That's all you needed. And she's definitely one of my tops in terms of just looks and beauty.
She really did change the game with her face,
and I love me some Melissa Edwards, and I love
hilarious.
because she's just absolutely hilarious. I love Mia Vanjie. I love Vanjie. I love Mia Manila Luzon. Like,
choice.
It she's quirky. She's a little she's a little full of herself sometimes, like I feel like but I like a confident queen. I like,
all I have to say is life's not fair.
And I do and I love me some Alaska too. Alaska, I love me some Detox. All day, every day. All day, every day Detox. That girl is just like, no,
also she's just like entertainment. There. I love me some Candy Muse. The girl brings the drama.
That's where we disagree.
You don't think she brings drama?
No, she does. She does.
I think she brings the entertainment factor. If I want to watch a bad girls fight, I'm gonna call up Candy Muse.
Yes. I agree with all of that. But see, the thing is like she just reminds me too much of my family members. And maybe that's a little Latina. That's because that's why I was like, if I wanted to see this, I would go to my aunt's house. Like, I don't need to I don't need to see
Taste as well. Taste also has a special place in my heart. Have you seen UK?
No, I have not. But I know who that is, but so I need to watch. I'm behind on the UK's. The UK versions, but that's good. I love that. Shay Vanjie, Olivia Lux,
and Taste. Yeah, Shay really is that girl for me as well.
Yes. With Yarel. I love that name. That's so so Puerto Rican. I love it. We were talking yesterday about Alyssa Hunter and not, well, I wouldn't say the drama. What we call it, the drama. When we were talking about her her language barrier. And I was just talking, and this was something that pre-show, because we did a pre-show on Busy's channel. We were talking about how I knew that as a queen from Puerto Rico, like I knew that she was going to have language barriers, because I feel like every queen that has been on the show that has been from Puerto Rico has like this like wow factor, but has a problem in communicating their personality and really showing who they really are on Drag Race in particular, when they are like standout drag queens on the island, you know. So I really want her to do well. Like I really, really, really want to push for my Puerto Rican queens. I do. So I want to see her like really step it. I mean, I feel like she did kind of step it up, but it's true. Like she wants to show she has versatility.
Yeah.
But I don't
think episode 1's the place.
Exactly. And for RuPaul, it's kind of like they push for versatility, but then they're like, but I need to know who you are. So there's like this tricky kind of
fine line,
right?
I definitely agreed though with Ru, where he was like, you know, like this is like your talent show. Like we want to see who you are. You know, like the runway is your signature drag. So, you know, we want to know who is Alyssa, you know? So from episode 1, we have this idea like, okay, this is who you are. This is what I can expect to see. And then, you know, later on, okay, let's see, you know, branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I understand where it's like kind of confusing, where it's like you wore this hunting outfit as your premiere, as your entrance look.
Yeah.
And then you were a rocker chick, and then now you're a glamour doll wearing
Because you even see it with Valentina, you know, and with Valentina it was very much the same. And I mean, look, obviously she's from Mexico, but it was like she did have a little bit of that that language barrier in a way, and not a little language barrier, but she was, you know, a little bit
I think it's just like the culture, like the humor is just so different.
But true, but she also she was a look, you know, she was a doll. Like it like her thing was more trying to show people that she had the comedic chops and the personality, but not like trying to do absolutely everything at one time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's like you gotta kind of pick and choose one. She kind of, I don't know, Alyssa reminds me of me, like in my ADHD state. Like I wanna, you know, I wanna cook, clean, and like do my nails at the same time, and
That's
like
fair.
redecorate and you know, and DIY, you know, the table. I don't know. It's just like there's too many projects going on at once, and I want to do it all.
That's fair.
Kind of like how I feel.
I think my issue is I think about it very like analytically, and I'm like, okay, like what package do I want to bring to RuPaul's Drag Race, and what do I want to show the audience, you know, of myself, regardless of, you know, whatever like the challenges are. But I'm like, what do I want to make sure that if I do leave on the first episode, did I show like my full self, you know, which I feel like Alyssa probably did in her mind.
Yeah, because she was she came in looking like, whoosh, she was gorgeous. Then she's wearing this like this leather, all these leather, you know, belts, and you know, and then she's wearing this this ostrich. Like, I mean, she looked gorgeous, but it's like these looks could not be any more different.
Very.
Whereas like where you see someone like Bosco, like it kind of like all ties in.
Exactly, it was like a progression.
You know, like, yes, it is, and you can see the personality and what you're gonna get, but you want to see it elevated and keep on getting elevated and keep on getting elevated. It's you know, but Alyssa is stunning.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I will say she is the trade of the season, point blank, period.
Oh, whew, yes, and I said that yesterday too. Oh my god.
You did.
Alyssa, in every sense,
period.
a gorgeous out of drag. I was like, okay, like I want you to be my bestie. Almost gave me a little bit of that. I don't know. He's stunning.
Not even a crush.
Well, you know, I love seeing. That's kind of one of my favorites too. Is seeing them out of drag for the first time. No, I love seeing them out of drag and them looking at each other out of drag,
eyeing each other up, being like,
oh yes, I love
Wait a
that.
minute.
I love it when they're just like looking at each other and they're like, okay, that's what you look like. Because it's amazing what makeup can do. You should
Truly.
see what I look like under this. It's like, whoa, way different.
Shut up.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We love you guys. Thank you everybody for coming
thanks everyone
on.
for joining.
Thanks everybody for joining. We're going to be doing this every week, watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Like Busy said before, if you didn't catch it before he left, he is doing we will be doing a watch, like a private
Watch party
watch party live in a Google. Well, he has the link, so we will definitely be sharing that information with you. If you are new to this, welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. We're going to be recapping RuPaul, but we're also going to be recapping Survivor Australia, Survivor 42. We're going to be Celebrity Big Brother and regular Big Brother, all within 2022. We might throw some other things here and there. I don't know what, because then I'll go crazy. It's just way too much. But we'll try. Click like, subscribe, click to receive those notifications to make sure that you're updated. Also, follow us on all of the on our IG and Twitter. That's in the comments section or in the detailed description box. Is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
I don't think. I think it's everything.
Yeah. People were talking about Orion out of drag. That was different too.
Very, very alt, very edgy.
Oh, yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. Look, Jamie, he's just so excited for these recaps. I have no friends who watch. Actually, you know what? I mean, aside from, BREYDON and now Busy, I don't think I have any any girlfriends that watch. I have maybe two of my close guy friends watch. But yeah, I know. It's fun to talk about it. We'll talk about it, and we'll be here.
We're all here now.
Yeah, we're all here, and we'll watch it and talk about it and kiki with you. So that's what we're here for. I don't know. Can you guys cover Euphoria? I was like,
I'm a Euphoria stan, but I mean,
I've only recapped actual competition shows because I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Because like Euphoria would be more like book club, maybe.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah, just like how we thought the episode. Thought it was good. The
but
vibe.
We never know. Maybe we will. Also, watch out for later on within the next month. We will be also doing, I guess, a membership where you can also go and become a member and then do watch parties for Survivor Australia. Since it is in Australia and we watch it live, not everybody knows how to get the link to watch Survivor Australia. So we will be streaming that on a separate link and then recapping it. So for those who are interested, let us know in the comments. We'll give you that information. Yes, that is all. Love. I have a hard time saying bye because I love you. I have attachment issues, or detachment issues.
Yeah, I think it's detachment. You're correct.
Yes, detachment issues, separation anxiety. It's a thing. That's what happens. It gets us all. But we love you all. Thank you all.
Thanks everyone for joining.
We will see you next week.